Hey, so today's problem of the day of GFG is construct list using given queries XOR queries. Okay, it was asked in Amazon and Google. So, and it's a medium level question difficulty wise according to GFG. Submissions are 8K and accuracy is 51.73. So in this question we have given a input queue and queries. So queue is total number of queries and queries are an array which contains two things basically. So the queries are given in this format. If it's given as 0x, that means we need to insert x into an array, and if we are given 1, then we need to XOR x to the whole array which is present at that time. As you can see in the example, 5 queries are given. So 06 means 6 we need to insert, 3 we need to insert, 2 we need to insert, and 0 we need to insert by default. Initially contains only single value 0. Then if 1 comes, then we need to XOR 4 to the whole array. When 5 comes, then we need to XOR 5 to the whole array which is there before this operation. Okay, so this is the question and time expected is q into log q. So what a brute force approach says is, I'll show you that will first make a array list, dynamic array. Initially we add 0 as stated in the question simply, and running into queries we just add that particular element in that which is g. If the operation is 0, then we'll just add, and 1 if it's 1, then we'll just XOR the values which are there. But this time complexity is going somewhere around q into q size into array size, so it's going around n square something, so it's giving us time limit exceeded. Now if we do more modifications, then we can think of this solution that we are just will just XOR all the values, because according to that law, I'll show you in this. If we a into XOR into b and associate, if we see XOR c is equal to a XOR b XOR c. So here what we are doing is, this is that array element. Let's say currently in the array already 6, 3, 2 are present, and now the query is to insert 1 and XOR we need to do is 4. This is in the format of 1 cross x which is seen in the question. So we need to XOR this array with 4, whole array with 4 for now. Now let's see, next query is 1 comma 5, which is also in the format of 1 comma x, because 1 is there, and so 1 we need to XOR with the whole array. So already 6, 3, 2 are present, and after that we need to XOR it with 5 after this XOR. So it's following same rule. Either we do use bracket this way, or either we use bracket this way. So it would be more fine for us to first XOR all the values of one's operation, and we'll finally do with the array, so it will decrease our time complexity. This is another approach, but this is also not passing, this is also giving time limit etc. So what we can think of is, we'll just iterate the array from the back, reverse iteration will do. So first we'll get all the XOR values which we need to perform to the array, and the values which are present before the operation of XOR, like the add-on values. Here we can see in the example we can see here. So if we iterate from the back, we'll first get ones operation. So let's say 5 is there, so we'll XOR all the values which are there from the back doing XOR. So 5 XOR 1, 5 XOR 4, 1. Then we'll get the final value of XOR. This final value we can XOR with all the array elements which are there. And why to use for loop? Just will XOR and add the values in the array, because at the end we need to return the sorted list. It's given in the question. So at the end anyway we need to sort, so directly we'll just XOR and then add. So that's the motive of reverse iteration. That's the point behind this and main logic of this question. Here is the solution, as you can see. So we are first initializing an array list, then XOR value we are giving 0, then queries we are iterating from back. So if query is 0, that means we need to add with XORing x. Any value with x XOR with 0, it gives the value itself. So if it's 1, query is 1, we are just XORing all the values and storing in the x. So we can XOR with the values which we need to insert, and we can add into the array. At the end we are just adding the XOR value, final XOR value into the array. It is that similar thing. Initially it's given that initially 0 should be there in the array. So if we are finally it's 0 XOR x, which is equal to x only. So we are adding x in the array. So it's sorting the array and returning the array. Simple. Thank you.